I'm Kevin Casey. I'm a professional mixed martial arts fighter. And right now what I'm about to do is issue a warning out to all other competitors.
I like my money. I'm kind of pro-gun.
I don't want overs. I just expect them to happen.
Fatty's gonna fatty is real.
He is terrible!
I'm going to go quick because I don't give a fuck about anything that's going to happen on Saturday. Welcome to this week's edition of the MMA Analysis podcast. I am your host, Lance Fishel. We fired Brad again. I think. He's not on tonight, is he?
Who are you?
Brad, did your voice change?
It's my show. You know, you guys...
Brad.
You guys did the same bit like 3 weeks ago when I was
Brad,
on, right before I went to
this is getting disrespectful.
I know. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry, fans. I'm here. It's okay. You know, we're gonna give Lance a shot to lead the way tonight. See what he's capable of. You know, we've never really heard Lance host a podcast.
He's a guest
so
host.
we're gonna give him this one chance. Yeah, it's a special show. First show of the year.
You guys did the same bit like a month ago when I was on.
What are you talking about?
I don't remember that.
It was.
You've been on the show before?
I mean, once or twice, I think.
Like as a guest?
When was the last time I was on? Was that 206?
You weren't on. I don't think you were on 206. It was
or 205? It might have been 205.
Yeah, you might have been on 2 months ago for 205.
Yeah. I think that was it.
Mm-hmm.
That was probably it. Right? Alvarez McGregor? I honestly don't remember.
If you don't remember, that's usually a bad sign.
Yeah.
No, but I don't remember what I did yesterday.
I remember the last time I was on the podcast.
Yep, me too.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yes.
It was the last podcast that we did.
Oh, I thought you weren't supposed to be on this one, though.
I'm at work, but, it's...
What do you do, anyway?
It's Canada, so you don't really work.
I feel like Brad changes jobs all the time. It's very...
He's getting paid podcast.
Are you a banker?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a banker working on that fucking night, Lance.
Well, so you're not a banker anymore?
I manage a residence at a college.
What does that mean? Like you're in the dorms?
Yeah.
Shut up.
That's where I am right now. I don't live in
way.
the dorms, but I manage the residence. So
what does that mean?
Does that mean you do sort of student drama?
Like you stop rape?
Yeah. Yep. Or I quit rape.
Confiscates the marijuana?
Hold on, this is awesome. Can we come visit you and just fuck that place up?
Sure.
But you don't have to stay on campus, though.
No, I bought a house. I live in my house. It's
really?
just great. Yeah.
Your wife's the breadwinner, right?
Yeah, she makes way more money than I do.
Yeah.
So I still don't understand.
Mine does too, dude. There's nothing wrong.
But you only have to work at night, though.
Yeah.
So like all night?
What do you mean, all night? Like say all nights or all night?
When do you go home?
At like 7 a.m.
Wow.
But do you do anything, or you just make sure no one gets raped?
I do all of the financial stuff during the night as well.
Do you have a rape whistle?
No.
So if there's a fight,
I've got rape biceps.
Or if the police get
my biceps and the rape stops immediately.
So hypothetically, if the police get called in for whatever reason, there was a fight or some kid's like vomiting ridiculously, then you got to deal with it, I guess, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, I get it.
Brad, you just have your gi hanging up, and then nobody fucks with you. That's pretty much it, right?
Exactly.
You don't need a rape whistle.
Yeah, I've got a pair of pajamas in the back of the office here.
Yeah.
It's a white robe.
How many people are you overseeing?
We've got 400 in the residence.
Oh wow, it's pretty big.
So why do you have to stay up all night? Can't you sleep?
It doesn't work during.
I sleep during the day.
But I mean, you're not really doing anything though. You're just making sure no one gets raped.
That's why he's podcasting right now.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I mean, it's a Thursday night. It should be kind of like a.
Actually, most of the kids are still gone for Christmas holidays.
Yeah.
That's why I'm working
12-hour shifts right now.
What university is this?
What university? It's a college.
Public university or is it a private college?
Lance is trying to get Brad in trouble.
Yeah, I know.
What is the college called?
I don't remember.
Oh, come on. I'm about to send a complaint. my son is getting raped, and there's no one to help because the guy's recording a podcast.
He's too busy recording a podcast.
I can't believe you won't tell me the college. That's weak shit.
Yep.
Smart.
That's weak shit.
That's smart.
All right. Well, I'm happy to be on the show tonight. I'm going to try to be on a little bit more, maybe. I can try. Maybe.
You can
I
try.
don't think any of us are buying it.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not buying it, so.
I'm on a good once-a-month pace.
Congratulations. It's 2017, you're 1 for 1 so far, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone called it a streak.
Hall of Fame numbers
the percentages can only go down from here, Lance.
So the first part of the show, we're going to break down UFC 207. There's one issue with that. I did not watch it.
Probably a good idea.
I watched a couple of the fights afterwards. I watched the Garbrandt fight, and I watched the Rousey fights, the loop on Twitter.
That's all you needed.
a little bit, because I was at a wedding that night, so I wasn't able to watch it. And I did watch the Johnny Hendricks fight on my phone.
Who gets married on, at New Year's? It's weird.
On a
I
Friday.
guess
Weird time to get married.
My
It's
friend
not
Robert.
a terrible idea to get married on New Year's because people are like, they're always looking for a party on New Year's Eve. So if you get married on that, you're kind of okay. That's cool. People are going to pay money to hang out on New Year's Eve anyway. So it's like, yeah, you may even get more money.
That was Friday.
It's probably
Right.
more of an American thing too.
That was a
Brad, 'cause
Friday,
there's not a foot of snow on the ground in parts of America.
Oh no, but it was
That's
it was like 20 degrees though.
It might be
Or I don't
cheaper to have a wedding on a Friday too than a Saturday.
know. Not on New Year's Eve, and not where we had it.
Yeah,
Well,
probably.
compared to the Saturday, but I mean, in general, it's usually a little cheaper to have the wedding on a Friday than a Saturday.
Yeah. Well, what can you do?
Yeah, right. Anyway,
Good night, Ella.
Lance, you signing off already?
No, I think she got that fiber bar she was talking about.
Here's your power bar. Time to go.
I think
Yeah,
she's-
that is a weird thing to eat for a little kid, I gotta say.
Well, Alina was eating one.
You gave her warm
And
milk to go with.
It has like chocolate chips, and so she wanted it. So instead of just reading through the fights like we do, I think that's kind of boring. Let's just go straight into thoughts. So I guess we'll just put the prelims together. So Jay, I'll start with you. Just overall thoughts on the prelims, something that stuck out, maybe a breakthrough fighter, anything that you want to bring up on the prelims.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't too eventful. Nico Price, Brandon Thatch has been sub, I think, 4 straight times in the UFC. I mean, this is bad because he's probably like a B+ level striker, but with an F level ground game. It's bad, and it makes him. I got him downgraded to a D at this point because he's just
You mean downgraded to cut?
that too.
Yeah, you don't have to grade him anymore.
He just seems like a guy who's going to go to Titan. I don't know. I have this feeling he's a Titan guy, which is going to be so bad for him because Titan's pretty much all wrestling.
He's gonna go to the RFA or the R whatever the legacy.
LFA?
Yeah, LFA. He's gonna go there and he's gonna probably be the challenge or the title holder.
Oh, Lance,
It's not going to World Series of Fighting, that's for sure.
and Lance, you should
Fitzfields
go back.
Okami.
Lance, go back and look at Mike Pyle getting KO'd by Alex Garcia.
Oh, did you see that,
it was
Lance?
awesome.
Man.
I did see that. I
The
looked up.
sticking out when he hit the ground.
I looked up the
He
finishes.
was doing Jordan against Craig Elo.
And then he actually complained about the stoppage and said he wasn't out.
I thought he was dead.
I thought so too.
He was supposed
Neck
to be
just
dead, but he
snapped
was.
off to the left. It was
Not
cool.
just out, literally dead.
His
You know when
head hit back.
when you see your dog and your dog's like passed out with like the tongue out, like enjoying itself. That was like Mike Pyle, but in a lot more
Not by choice, though.
not by choice. But man, that was a late contender for knockout of the year. It really was. Definitely one of the most violent ones I've seen all year.
How did you guys score the Hendricks fight?
I had 29-28 Hendricks.
Yeah, I did as well.
Hendricks
kinda
did
thought
so
that.
little. Yeah, I don't have a problem
Yeah.
with that, but Hendricks did just so little in the first and third that I
But
I know, I understand.
Being on
Top
top
for
for 3.5
capacity.
minutes. Like, he was on top for 3, and so basically so if you take out failed triangle attempts, Hendricks wins 30-27?
What about the elbows?
Yeah, exactly.
Elbows from the back, they don't. Oh, actually, if you throw any strikes from your back, it actually is negative points because you shouldn't be throwing strikes from your back. You should be getting up. Yeah.
This is actually the second fight that Neil Magny's won by throwing shitty strikes from his back. Because he beat Alex Garcia doing that as well.
What about Tim Means?
That was a horrible decision.
Maybe not Tim Means. That's not true.
No, I mean the whatchamacallit, the Neil Magny versus Garcia. That was a bad decision. Garcia beat him with the torn ACL.
What did you guys think of the Tim Means, Alex Oliveira decision?
How were people confused about that being illegal?
Because Joe Rogan is just way too high.
Fucking knee was down. Holy shit.
Hey, you know what's even worse is that Ratner had no clue either.
Oh, well, that's nothing new. That is part of the course.
I know they're doing their like football thing, where they got to have someone come in and talk about rules, but come on, dude.
He's Mike Carey.
He's
Mike Carey.
He's straight up Mike Carey.
Yeah.
Well, I've read Ratner though was kind of like it's a whole political thing to why he's even still involved with the UFC, just because him getting the legalization pushed in New York and shit. They kept him around and let him do that kind of shit. And it's like, my God, man, this dude literally, and he's watched more fights than a lot of people ever.
Just keep him off the TV, man. You want to give him keep him have a job or whatever, fine. Just don't put him on TV and just confuse everybody that's watching.
Yeah. I mean, jeez.
Yep.
He's lucky it wasn't a DQ.
But yeah,
it should have been.
It should have been.
100% should have been.
Well, that's even worse, like after them not even knowing the rules. Then afterwards, Margliotta is like, "Oh, that's a no contest," and like Tim Means goes in his interview, he's like, "Yeah, I meant to knee him in the damn head." You know what I'm saying? I thought it was legal, so that's a disqualification. Then they completely fucked every end of that up.
I was surprised that Margliotta got it right. That was the big shock of the night there.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, he actually knows the correct rule. Maybe just because it's so simple, but Rogan just confuses everybody.
And nobody cage side knew, nobody. They're all down there talking all these people are literally like, we don't know what the actual fucking rule is there. Jesus Christ, man.
It's really pretty impressive.
Real confused.
Brad, you got anything you want to add to this, the prelims?
Shoeface. The cardio isn't that bad. It's not great, but I think people were shitting on him a little bit too hard. We know what it's like when you face Dan Kelly. We know what happens.
Fucking Dan Kelly.
Yeah. Brad's fighter of the year, right?
Is it bad that I confuse Marvin
Wait until we get to
Vettori?
some of the stuff later on, boys.
I know it's coming. I know it is.
No. Is it bad that I'm confusing Marvin Vettori and Alessio Di Chirico?
No, I don't know who either of them are.
They're both Italian. They both have dark hair.
Whatever. Legit.
Yeah.
I mean, Vittori's more of a grappler.
That's true.
Chirico's more of a striker. But nobody really cares, so.
That's true.
News on it.
Make hard.
News on or West, anything you guys want to add?
So what's Hendricks going to do? He's going to fight one time at 85 and then he's going to get cut, or what's going to happen with him?
I don't think he wants to fight. I don't think he has to.
He said he was going to. He said he can't. He can't do it.
The best part is his lying. I think 4 hours before the weigh-in, they said he was 1 pound off, and then he missed by 2.5.
He got hungry.
Yeah, he had a steak. Leave him alone.
Wants to go to the buffet.
The interview the day before was just pure gold, dude. Him sitting there looking like he's been walking through the desert for 5 hours, and he's telling Ariel and shit, next time I fight, I want y'all to cut 20 pounds. And they're all like, why the fuck would we do that, dude? Make the weight. And then
a bunch of people doing it, I think.
He wrestled at
those people are real stupid.
Yeah.
He wrestled at 165.
These slow combat dudes are doing it.
He wrestled at 165 too.
There was a fighter that tweeted was saying that he wrestled at 165.
Yeah,
he could make that weight all day. He just doesn't want to. He doesn't have the discipline to do it.
Care.
He likes food.
Yeah.
Hey, does anybody not work for Flow Combat now? I want to see their books. I want to see the books. This quarter we only lost $1.8 million.
Wasn't somebody get cut from Flow Combat or something, or left? Was that
Botter?
Botter. So where did he go? Nowhere?
He's chilling.
The buffet line.
It was. I think he like put out some tweets. He was like trying to get an Uber job or something. They stole his credit card information. I swear to God, dude. Like a month ago, I don't know if I seemed like he was trying to get an Uber job, but they did. They stole like his credit card information and shit.
I thought he made like $9 million in his 6 months with Flo. That's not real?
Oh!
God, it's everywhere. Man. All right. Well, let's go ahead and move on to the main card. I watched a little bit of this. I mean, I guess I would have the same thoughts as everyone else about the co-main in the main event, but I will say this. Still, nobody has any idea who Amanda Nunes is. No clue. Nobody does. Just as many people know her now as they did 2 weeks ago. So I thought that part was
Do you have to
funny.
know her name to know her? Couldn't you
You
just
could
know
say
her by
the
her
ugly
face?
looking. Well, no, people would say, "Oh, that's the ugly girl who knocked out Ronda Rousey."
With the Brazilian.
Hey,
But
that's known.
Ain't that enough?
Yeah.
That might be enough.
I'm famous. Mom, I made it. The ugly chick who knocked out Ronda Rousey. I did it. I made it.
We
All
did
the
it,
years of
Mama.
hard
We
work.
back.
We did it. I mean, she's good and everything, but I mean, there's just nothing there for me that I care about. Because I hate women's fighting in general for the
Yeah, but
most
she
part.
doesn't. I mean, she at least hits hard.
Yeah, at least she knocks
Yeah,
chicks
knocks
out.
people
Yeah,
out.
but my level
She
of
hurts
caring
people,
is
man.
my level of caring is so low that I just can't even kind of care. Like,
Yeah,
it's,
but
it's
at
nothing.
least you should be happy because if she's fighting, she's gonna either knock the person out or probably lose in the second round, and then the fight's over, and you don't have to wait for 3-round decisions like 95% of
Or
women's fights.
5-round decisions.
I just want to see
Just wait until she fights Valentina Shevchenko, gasses in the second round, and it goes to a brutal 5-round decision, Sean.
Damn it!
Yeah, I just
Very
wanna-
possible.
all I know is I want to see Misha after this nose job, right?
Man.
Right?
There you
That's
go.
what I'm looking
Put it together. Caraway
There should
better
there
start
should
being
be
worried. dude.
2 divisions
Like
of
Caraway's
every
done?
women's division. There should be like the fighting
hot
division and then like the hot division.
lingerie, like lingerie football, but for fighting. You don't even get to close fists. You just slap.
It's just like old
Palm
pancakes.
strikes? Yeah, palm strikes.
Yeah, palms, foot stomps.
One hand of hair, but not two. You know,
Yeah,
something like that.
I think that's all good. But yeah, I mean overall, I mean I think this card was whatever. I mean I think it was pretty shocking overall how a lot of the fights went out, especially with the co-main. But you know, from what I watched of it, when I was watching some of the fights, I still hadn't seen the which one? I hadn't seen the prelims. I saw most of the main card when I taped it. I still haven't gone through it yet, but I thought Ray Borg looked really fucking good.
He is
I think
good.
his last loss was more of just maybe an off or whatever it was, but he looks legit. Like there's some nights where he looks like he could be one of the better guys in the division. So yeah, Jay.
I think Louis Smoka is. I think he's mentally out to lunch.
We just didn't give a shit. I mean, there was a lot of information
That's a
coming
big-
out for that fight.
Yeah, that's a big problem.
He didn't care?
I just don't think he's in tune with what it takes to be an elite fighter. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Had a bad weight cut. That's for sure.
That, and he's just not at a high level camp, and I think he needs someone to really teach him the ways to be a level. Yeah, exactly.
Well, he left
Just
the
like that.
actual good Hawaiian camp, didn't he?
Yeah, he's not training with Holloway, and he left, and I don't know where.
Bad
he went.
news.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I think once he lost, it kind of like it spirals. Like he's one of those guys. Like he had it. Like he was like when he's confident, he's like one of those guys who fights with confidence. And then once that Moreno thing happened, he's like, oh shit.
So how many guys who train at smaller camps like him end up being successful? I feel like it's got to be a pretty low ratio of like.
McGregor's one.
Yeah, but there's some good guys at that camp. I mean,
Is
he
there?
trains
Lance,
with
come
guys
on.
Is
Who?
Nah.
I mean,
Who?
there's Gunny.
Gunner?
There's
There's
Gunny.
One dude.
There you go.
It's a 2-man
Lobov.
camp.
Lobov.
Oh come on, he barely beat. Okay, he beat
Charlie
His
Ward. Don't forget Charlie Ward.
Come on, man. It's
Okay,
ridiculous.
well, he's also a different monster. I don't think Connor's
Yes.
more the exception.
Yeah, nobody's
But,
teaching him what he's doing.
I
That's
mean,
just
we saw how
God
Glover
given.
in the garage worked out.
Isn't Larkin kind of at a small camp out in the west?
Yeah, and look at him. He can't even find a fucking job because he's a moron. UFC's making an example of him, and I
I'm
love
trying to
it.
think of any other guys that kind
Who
of.
is Tim Means training with? Doesn't Tim Means train?
No, he
like-
trains at
elevated,
FIT
right?
NHB.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. There's a few
He's been at
guys.
two different camps.
Which, like, Condit came out of that camp, Borg came out of that camp.
Yeah,
so that's
guys,
a pretty decent place.
The guys, yeah, the other Albuquerque camp. Yep.
Yeah.
It's in Albuquerque too?
Yeah,
I mean,
camps there. Yeah.
A small camp that has one of the greatest coaches that was like DJ up with Matt Hume. I mean, there's just not a lot of guys that DJ actually trains with, but Hume is one of the
Apparently Hume's
coaches.
one of his, like, main training partners up there.
Yeah. He literally has nobody up there that he trains with. So that would probably be the closest kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's
what about where does the Caraway train?
They're in Vegas now.
Yeah. They're at Syndicate or whatever.
Yeah, or Extreme Couture. They were at Alpha Male for a little bit, weren't they? And they went to Extreme Couture.
Yeah, they were in like a Winnebago.
And when they were in the Northwest, they were at that camp that has, like, Chiesa and Cecilia and Pena, I think, is there too.
Yep.
So, that's a decent camp.
I guess before we move on to the fun stuff, anyone else have any additional thoughts on everything that's everything that's already been said on Twitter 400 million times about Rousey, Nunez, or Cruz Garbrandt?
I'll say this. The Dillashaw-Garbrandt fight, I mean, to me, is one of the top 5 fights to make in MMA currently. Who isn't excited to see that?
Actually, I would pick TJ in that fight as of right now.
Me too.
I think TJ has, I don't know, man, Cruz just looked a little I mean, as good as Garbrandt was amazing in that fight, man. He really was, but Cruz looks like that he was a little bit of a step slow, man. Like,
did anybody else?
Well, the thing is that Cruz is usually making people miss, but
he was not
because
doing that.
because Garbrandt was so focused on countering to the point where he gave her 2 rounds away. In my opinion,
Garbrandt's hand
had to be aggressive. Yeah.
Yeah, Galbraith's hands, man, just the hand speed and him catching Cruz on the way out like he was just amazing, dude. It really, really was. But man, I think TJ he's got a really good style, man. He still has that threat of a takedown too, man. TJ's the setups he was putting on Lineker, man. My God, dude, some of them takedowns were just perfect. They were just absolutely perfect. So I actually favor TJ as of this moment against Garbrandt.
Yeah. TJ's a lot better offensively than Cruz is, so I think you're going to see Garbrandt be a lot more aggressive in that fight than he was against Cruz. And that's going to make an awesome fight.
It's awesome.
The only issue there is that when teammates like that fight a lot of times it's a weird fight. It becomes sparring because nobody wants to screw up because they've trained so much in the past. I don't know. Those fights always usually end up kind of weird and slow and stuff like that. So hopefully that doesn't happen when they do fight.
Could be.
Yeah.
I was sad for John Lineker, but I mean,
Me too.
kind of thought this might happen.
He got his jaw broke in that fight and still finished.
And was just eating punches trying to get up instead of using technique.
He was laughing at him when he was hitting him, and he had a broken jaw.
I mean, he has to have the number 1 chin in the sport, right?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
It got broke, and he still couldn't get knocked out.
Man,
right?
That's a different level.
It's crazy.
It's a different level chin.
He's the best. So anyone else have anything before we move on?
That's pretty much it.
Alright, so what we're going to do is now we're going to move on to the fun part. So we're not doing awards this year. Everyone does awards. Everyone has the same favorite fighter.
They're boring.
The fighter of the year, women's fighter of the year, knockout of the year, stuff. Like, no one gives a fuck. We don't watch that, right? That's what every show does and make a big deal about it. Like, people were retweeting like New York Rick and Ariel Helwani's ones, and I vomited every time I saw one.
Yeah, John Kavanaugh, Coach of the Year.
Oh, that's unanimous. I don't know how that was.
New York Rick had one that was really bad.
That's the biggest horseshit ever, dude.
Oh, New York Rick's comeback fighter of the year was Ronda Rousey.
No, it wasn't. Get out of
yes,
town.
Yes, it was.
It was Dominic Cruz.
I did see that. No, I saw.
No,
it was him or Helwani. One of them had.
No, one of them had Cruz, who just lost, and the other one had Rousey, who just lost. And they recorded it after the fights.
Great.
Cruz I can understand, because Cruz at least came back, won the belt in 2016, defended it once.
You know, I almost nailed
BJ
that.
Penn's going to be my 2017 comeback fighter of the year, guys.
Yeah. He's my breakthrough star. So it's funny. I was thinking back to last year's podcast. I almost called Cruz perfectly. I said Cruz would win the belt and go 3-0 in 2016, which everyone laughed at me, and I was so close.
Man, you're dumb, Lance.
Yeah,
Jeez.
I know.
Idiot.
I'm an idiot. What I meant was he was going to go 2-1 and lose to unranked Cody Garbrandt for the belt. That's what I really meant. So I'm glad we got all that figured out. But so we're going to do a little bit different, and we've done this in years past where and I don't know if I've actually ever seen any other shows do this, and we've been doing it for, I think this is like the 4th year, but we're going to predict every champion in the entire UFC at this time next year. So a year lapses, we're going to see who is the champion. We're all going to predict that. And at the start of each weight class, I'm going to go through and show you and tell you guys who all of us picked. When I say all of us, I mean me, Brad, and Jay. And Sean.
What?
Yeah.
Sean? Yeah.
What? You were on here. You must have started somewhat close to there and there, right?
I started in May last year, Lance.
Did you really?
That long? Wow.
Yes.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Wow.
That's a lie.
May of 2015?
Yeah.
No.
I'm not.
May of 2015?
Yeah. No.
A year and a
But
half?
you didn't actually talk until this year.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, there was a while where you were just saying a few words an episode.
It's true.
Well,
he was lurking.
No, well, so how
He was the
show
backup
is-
recorder.
That's pretty
Yeah,
much
so how he got in the show is I knew Sean a lot from like golf picks and just like different things, like talking on Twitter, and Brad kept fucking up every single week. So he recorded a show and Brad would take a giant dump on it and dump it in the toilet. So New Sean was like, hey, I have some free time since the idiot other Jew you got in the show can't hit record correctly. So he jumped on and they both recorded. So literally he was in the show just because we thought Brad was going to fuck up.
It's a good story.
Yeah. So that's
And I
how
think since we brought him on, I've used his recording like once.
yeah, once. Yeah. Which is funny. That's always stuck on the show.
Stuck on. Like a
It
thief.
had nothing to do with, if you guys haven't been able to tell, it has nothing to do with his MMA talking.
That's obvious. That's obvious.
Yeah.
And then when somebody wasn't available, then New Sean started doing guest roles, and they said, I wanted to be on full time. Okay, here we are. It's a beautiful story.
Yep.
So Wes doesn't have his picks on here, but he can help us make fun of Brad's picks from last year.
Yes.
So we're gonna go.
My picks were awesome.
And mine too.
We're gonna go through who we each picked last year. We're gonna go for our champion 2017, and then we're gonna do our breakout fighter of each fight class or each weight class. So the breakout fighter could be anything. It could be someone who's ranked 14th now, and we think they're gonna get top 5, or someone who's unranked who we think can jump into the top 10. So it can be really anything, and we'll probably have some similarities here, but just something we kind of do that's fun. And then I didn't even read this. Apparently, we're also doing 3 bold predictions for the UFC in 2017.
Yeah, and then we could laugh at them next year too.
I'm going to say the UFC gets bought out.
By China?
Yes.
Wow.
No, I made that up.
China, by the government.
I'm going to see how much scotch I can drink during this show. Look at that. Hey, leg me now. All right. So, did we do women last year? There was women in the UFC last year as well?
Supposedly.
Apparently.
2 divisions. I don't know about this.
Because I got to tell you, I didn't see any of the fights.
Except for Joanna fought. You like Joanna. That's about it.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and start here on the women's bantamweight or strawweight division. In 2016, Jay had Claudia Gadella. No. Brad also had Claudia. Nope. Sean had Claudia. Nope. And then me and Dead Sean had Joanna. So 1 point me and Dead Sean. So Jay, we'll start with you. First off, who was your 2017 champion?
Yeah, this is interesting because I think, at some point Joanna is going to lose this championship, but I don't think she's going to defend it for a while. She had a surgery. I think she may only defend the title once, maybe twice this year. I think Andrade is the biggest threat to actually win the title from her. But Andrade says she wants another fight before she potentially fights Joanna. So I don't know if they're actually going to face each other in 2017. So I'm going to say Joanna retains the championship and is the champion this time in 2018.
So she's just not going to defend at all.
She'll defend once, but probably against someone she's already fought against.
This is not a debate, Sean. We don't have time for this.
All right.
That's a good question.
Jay, who's your breakout fighter in 2017?
Oh, we're doing that? I thought we were going through the champions, so we'll do after the breakout fighters.
That sounds like a lot of work. Just tell me your breakout fighter.
Oh, let me I wrote them down.
No, that's a different discussion, Lance. Come on.
Come on,
let's
Lance.
the champions and then the breakouts. Come on. Different discussion.
That's double circles?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
We got time.
Brad, who's your champ? We can mark it down as not going to be champ.
Well, I hope that people don't have a lot of faith in Jessica Andrade being champ, because that's my pick. I think that she's gonna beat Joanna.
She just turned down the title fight.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
She's just waiting for the perfect opportunity.
Uh-huh.
She wants an interim title, I guess.
Nothing shows confidence like turning down the fight.
It worked out well for Hatsuhioki.
All right. New Sean?
Yeah, unfortunately, I guess I'm going to get a losing pick because I'm going to take Jessica Andrade.
There's not many options here, really.
No, I mean,
No.
either you take Joanna or I guess you take Jessica Andrade, because who else is
I guess Claudia is still possible.
But what are they going to do?
There's not going to be enough time for that many title fights.
she might fight
Yeah,
division
that's true.
Or
middle
Cody
of next year.
Garbrandt could win it.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Travis Brown could win it.
Who's JJ's next fight?
I don't know.
It's going to be Jessica Andrade. She's hurt.
She said no.
But
It's going to be Michelle Watterson.
That's possible.
I think
Who
if
else is
Waters... I was actually thinking about picking Watterson, but only if she fought Andrade for the title after Andrade beats Joanna, because Watterson will get pieced up by Joanna.
Yep.
Yeah, probably. Wes?
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking the same way Jay was. I still think it's JJ. She's probably only going to fight once this year, and I'm just not positive it's going to be Andrade that fights her, and not totally convinced that she beats her anyway. But yeah, JJ, it's kind of a dull pick, but I think she's still got the belt this time next year.
Why is she fighting once in like 15 months exactly?
She got hurt. She
Did I
had
miss something?
surgery on her
She hasn't
hand,
fought
right?
since November. When is she back?
I don't think it's probably going to be until May or June, Lance.
Yeah.
She's out 6 more months? She's out a 7-month injury?
Well,
Cutter-
probably by that time her hand's okay, and then she's, a hand injury takes a while to come back from, Lance.
It's not like she hits hard anyway.
Remember how long Michael McDonald was out with his stupid hand injuries?
3 years.
Yeah, exactly.
He was playing music though. Nothing?
He was getting down on the piano, though. Those fingers were
I bet Newtown doesn't know who the other Michael McDonald
So,
is.
Lance, who's your pick?
Do you know who Michael McDonald is?
The only reason I know that is from 40-Year-Old Virgin.
He was in the Doobie Brothers, brah.
Yeah, but do you remember the scene in 40-Year-Old Virgin?
No.
You're one of those hipster kids that would be how you know Michael McDonald.
Yeah, not from like Steely
Valid.
Dan.
I'm just young. You guys are old, that's why.
Okay, fine.
Fair enough. Yeah, sadly, I'm going to go with Joanna, but I'm going to say she fights twice. Because I think even if she's out till June, let's say she is out till June, which I doubt she will be out that long, or May, that still leaves another 6 months the rest of the year. There's no way she's only going to fight once. If she does, let's say we strip her and kill her.
Yeah, it could be like the summer show and then like a November thing again. I don't think, it could be 2 times.
Yeah. Alright, so now we're doing breakout fighter, right? Is that how you want to do it?
No, go through all the divisions for champs first.
God
Oh,
damn
don't
it,
we go through it
Lance.
again? This is
Yeah.
stupid.
No,
We've
it's
never
not.
done it like this in the past.
We've never done the breakout thing in the past.
Yeah, we have, haven't we?
No.
I
We
mean,
We
would've-
picked like
would've-
one fighter in the entire UFC for breakout fighter. We've never done every division.
Yeah.
Do you remember 3 years ago I picked Nate Marquardt to be champ?
Yep, at 170. That was awesome. I actually have them all. We could go over the 2015 ones. I got those as well.
No, I had a great 2016. I was by far the best, so let's only talk about that.
Okay.
Alright, besides this pick, 2016 prediction for the women's bantamweight division. Jay, Holly Holm. This is just a good run by everyone besides Sean. Jay, Holly
My
Holm.
pick was great.
Brad, Kat Zingano. Did she fight this year?
Yeah, she lost to Pena.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Sean, winner, Amanda Nunez.
Hell yeah.
That's an
Lance,
You guys shit
Ronda-
on me for that one, too.
Lance, Ronda Rousey.
You just picked that name out of a
So
hat,
close.
Sean.
True.
You don't even know who that is.
I was pretty close on Rousey, though.
Yep,
Pretty
real close. You
I
were
mean, I
40,
did say-
48 seconds away.
I did say she was going to get a title fight into the year. So something. And then, Dead Sean, Holly Holm. Jay, 2016 champ.
Yeah, I think eventually Amanda Nunes is going to face Valentina Shevchenko for the championship. We saw how the first fight went. Nunes was able to win a round or two rounds, and then she slows down. I think the same thing happens again. Brad alluded to it before. It's going to probably go to a 5-round decision, and Shevchenko is going to win the championship and be the champion at the end of 2017.
Yeah, no. Brad.
Jay is partially correct. Shevchenko is going to beat Nunes in their rematch, but then Juliana Pena is going to beat Shevchenko.
They're going to fight double times?
If Amanda, it's only 2 fights. Amanda Nunes.
So she's going to lose to her in Denver and then beat her at the end of the year?
Brad, you're not making sense. They're fighting in 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's going to be a rematch.
So Pena
she's going to lose and then win the rematch?
I actually had absolutely no idea they were fighting.
I'm going to that card.
So does that mean you want to change your pick to Pena?
Pena is my pick.
Wow.
But not because of the weirdness.
So Pena's not going to beat Amanda Nunes.
Yeah, never mind the Shevchenko part. Pena's just going to beat Nunes.
It's Shevchenko. Well, she has to beat
I don't care.
First.
It's women's fighting. Are we supposed to take it seriously? Come on.
I know. My breakout fighter was a question mark for this one.
No idea that Pena and Shevchenko were fighting.
Women's MMA.
I didn't know that was a thing that would exist.
That one's sliding under the radar.
All right, new
something like that.
I'm going with Amanda Nunes. She's going to make the adjustments, and she's crazy confident after knocking out Rousey and Tate, and she's going to knock out Shevchenko early.
Wow.
Wes?
Yeah, I'm with Sean. I think she's just going to hold it. I think that she's a different fighter too than when they fought the first time, and the cardio's just a tiny bit overblown. So yeah, I think she knocks her out anyway. So Nunes has still got the belt next year.
I am going Juliana Pena as well, Brad.
So you know that's a loser.
If there's ever been two guys you can confidently pick how the women's division is going to unfold, me and the guy who didn't know they were fighting.
We've got our finger on the pulse.
They're the ones who are going to win this thing. That's the scary part.
We've got our finger on the pulse.
I know everything to know. I had to look up who Shevchenko was a couple weeks ago.
Oh, good.
I think Pena takes these bitches down. That's all I got. That's all I got. All right, let's now move on to men.
No, you're missing one.
Wait,
missing one, Lance.
Yeah, Lance, come on.
I am sorry, we are not.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
We are not doing that.
Oh, hell yeah, we are.
God damn it.
Everybody's got a 1 in 3 chance.
Wait, who
1 in 3, 1 in 2. There's only
Brad,
2 people in the division.
Yeah, it's 1 and 2, right?
I thought there was a third fight. Oh, Cyborg's in the division too.
She's out for a year with steroids.
Ngannou, probably.
I'm going
Yeah,
Rousey.
as of August. So she'll be back.
I'm going Rousey.
I don't know if she's going to be able to make 145 after
All
this
right,
loss.
let's go quick here. Jay, go.
I'm going to say Kat Zingano moves up to 145.
I knew you were going to say that. So was Brad.
Nope.
Yeah, right. Brad?
I'm going to say that they're going to realize this division is a horrible mistake and close it, so there's going to be no champion at the end of 2017.
Oh,
Damn it.
I'm writing that down.
How do you list that, Brad?
You're killing
Vacant title?
Vacant. Yep, vacant.
You, Sean?
Go on, write that down.
Oh, man. I guess I'll go with Durand to me.
Ooh.
Really?
Yeah.
Who?
Are you going to bet the enemy in that title fight?
Ooh, maybe. Depends what the line is.
Do I
It's
have
a
to know
woman's fight,
names?
so I'll probably just
Do I-
play the over.
That's a
Do I have to know the
fighter.
names
He
of this?
struggled against Holly Holm. That's interesting. Okay.
Man, these people, this thing's stupid. Wes, I didn't even write one down. I forgot there was a division. Brad,
Doesn't exist yet.
So talk about me and Brad having your hand on the pulse. Brad didn't know Pena was fighting Shevchenko, and I didn't know there was a 145-pound division.
Some hard-hitting analysis on this
Let's
podcast.
bargain
Big
down
time.
twice. They're vacant. I don't think it's gonna happen either. I actually had that wrote down just like Brad. It's
What
awesome.
happens if one of those girls get hurt?
It's
There's no-
not-
Well, I mean,
Like before
I'm
the fight.
I'm looking now and I'm thinking of fat people at 135 who are going to go up. I got nothing.
Zingano.
Zingano, that's about it.
That's the only one. You guys already did that.
And Cyborg's got like ragu vein right now, can't actually fight, so.
Is there anyone from outside the UFC?
I mean, what's Tanya? I don't know. What's Tanya Evinger up to?
Isn't she 135?
Yeah, she is. That's true.
And she's terrible.
She's never going to fight in the UFC. Gabby Garcia is going to cut to 145.
There we go.
You're going to cut her leg off and fight?
She's going to put one leg in and still win.
I mean, Sarah McMahon going to move up to 145? Probably not. Right?
I'm going to go.
I guess Amanda Nunez could be 2-division champion.
That's possible.
This is how bad this weight class is. I went to the Fight Matrix one. Megan Anderson's ranked 6th in the world.
What the fuck is a Megan?
Yeah, what's that?
Isn't that how she pronounces it?
Megan Anderson?
I don't know.
I thought she pronounced it Megan.
I don't believe in that stuff, Lance.
From down under.
I don't know. So who are you
Maybe
taking?
I'm wrong. I could have made that up.
Just make a pick.
Oh, I'm gonna go Cyborg.
Ooh.
The suspension's gonna be cut to 6 months. And then she's gonna murder Holly Holm.
That's interesting.
And then she's gonna fight Nate Marquardt.
That's a fair
and
point.
And then she's gonna knock out Nate Marquardt.
Easily.
Lance, do you line that fight?
Marquardt minus 4,500.
Is he alive or dead?
I mean, he's minus 4,500. No, we'll go one arm behind the back, and I'll go minus 2,500.
Okay.
Do you guys know what's really awesome about the women's featherweight division?
Nothing.
I'm looking up the rankings on Tapology right now. Number 10, 3 and 4, Amanda Bell. Number 11, Peggy Morgan.
Oh no!
Shit.
The worst women's bantamweight fighter ever.
Hey, Brad, Gabby Garcia's ranked 10 on Fight Matrix. Doesn't she weigh 250 pounds?
Remember when Jessica
Yeah.
She's one spot in front of Peggy Morgan. Oh, man. This is great.
Women's MMA. This is outstanding, dude.
That really is a definition of meh-meh-a.
Oh, man. All right, let's move on to men. This one's probably going to be a clean sweep, if I had to guess. It has been for the last couple of years. Men's flyweight, 125. Last year, we all picked Mighty Mouse Johnson. We were all correct, and it was pretty easy, for the most part. Jay?
Yeah, I'm going to go with another year of Mighty Mouse. Eventually, Horiguchi, I think, will be the champion of this weight class, but
The Mighty Mouse retires.
Yeah, I guess there's that possibility. Or unless Mighty Mouse just Mighty Mouse breaks the record for title defenses, and then he decides to move up.
He never wants to move up.
He said he wants to break. He said he wants to break that title defense.
He's breaking
record
Anderson's record. I think he's two left.
No, I think he's just going to fight forever in that weight class.
Because honestly, this is probably the best time for him to actually do like a catchweight fight because there is no real challenger currently.
Or a real money fight where he'd make any more money doing it too.
Yeah, I like.
There's none. No, I said there was no money fights. So.
Oh, wow.
Like, can you imagine how awesome like Mighty Mouse versus TJ Dillashaw would be? I would just fucking pay $1 million for it.
Him and Johnny fucking Lineker. Jesus.
That would be cool. But he'd just get taken down every 5 seconds.
I mean, these fights would be fun or whatever, but they're not going to do anything. They'll have to be on you don't move up for a super fight and fight on Fight Pass.
That's why DJ's smart enough to say, fuck that, I'm going to set some records and make a legacy.
Yep. All right, Brad.
Yep, Demetrius Johnson. Eventually it's going to be the Gooch when Johnson leaves, but that's not going to be for a couple of years still.
Sean?
Yeah. DJ.
Yeah. Wes?
Yeah, DJ, and I agree on Horiguchi, and I'm still interested in that fight another time around. I think Horiguchi has improved a whole bunch.
DJ and Horiguchi will never be champ. All right. Let's move on now to 135.
That's racist, Lance.
Why?
That Horiguchi's never going to be champ? I assume it's because he's Asian? I assume that's your reasoning?
Well, yeah, why wouldn't it be?
Tim Elliott got close. Tim Elliott was real close.
So, 135, last year, 4 of us were really close, we thought. 4 of us had Dominic Cruz, and then Jay had TJ Dillashaw, but the rest did have Dominic Cruz, who lost, and shocking, no one had Cody Garbrandt. Man, oh man. So close.
How didn't we see that one coming?
Mm-hmm.
I know. All right, Jay?
Yeah, this one was really tough for me because I think the Garbrandt Dillashaw fight is really compelling, and I'm curious to see who's going to win that bout. I don't know. TJ might get frustrated if Garbrandt's movement is as good as we saw against Cruz. So, oh man, this is like a flip a coin for me. I'm going to actually go with Garbrandt retaining and then being champion end of the year. I hate it though.
That is lame. Brad?
I know. I really don't like it.
I think you could make a case for Garbrandt, Dillashaw, or Cruz very easily. I just think that
Lineker!
Garbrandt is going to be able to just pull it out against TJ. I think that's going to be a very interesting fight, exciting fight. But I think Garbrandt's going to win it and maybe defend against Cruz one more time.
Yeah, I guess. Boring.
But why do we want to see that fight again anyway?
Garbrandt Cruz?
I don't think it was close.
It was close.
It was actually
It absolutely was.
because Garbrandt pissed away 2 rounds.
All right, here's the thing.
But, I mean, he was never hurt.
Here's how weird it is.
Never in trouble.
So if you now there was definitely a 10-8 in there for sure, I think.
Yep.
But take out the 10-8. You could have scored that 3-2 for Cruz, and you wouldn't have been completely retarded.
I mean, I kind of get that, but
then how do you say it's not even close if Cruz arguably could have won 3 rounds?
because
That's
if
like
they
the
fight
definition of
again,
close.
If they fight again, I really don't. I don't know how I could really make a case for Cruz winning the fight.
Because Cruz is the smartest fighter.
He's got to have a
smartest
better
fighter. Cruz is the smartest fighter maybe in UFC history, and he can figure some shit out.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd watch it again. I mean, I have no issue with that. All right,
If Cruz is prepared for Garbrandt to just play a counter game, and he doesn't play into that the next time, then he could definitely win.
Yeah, he wouldn't get hit as much, that's for sure.
He walked forward a lot. Cruz came forward a whole lot in that fight.
Yep.
I mean, I think Jimmy Rivera could get a title fight as well. In 2017.
Yeah, that's not bad, actually.
Yep.
I think every title fight in 2017 is going to involve these 3 guys: Garbrandt, Dillashaw, Cruz. Every title fight.
It depends how many fights there are. I mean, if you have
exactly.
I mean, if you have a guy like Rivera who wins twice or something, he could get an end of the year title shot.
Sure could. Absolutely.
Or Caraway.
Oh, please stop.
Settle down.
I'll still watch Johnny Lineker throw those hands around.
Oh, I'd love to see him. I would love to see him clip Garbrandt. I want to watch Lineker versus Caraway in a no wrestling fight. Okay, you guys are gonna fight, but Caraway, you gotta strike with him.
You hate that guy.
And new rule, you also can't put your hands up by your face. It's hands down, can't wrestle fight.
So it's a John Lineker fight.
Where Caraway just gets slugged in the face until he sleeps.
We're going to call this one Bungalow Rules.
Yeah.
You know, I was going to bet Caraway this week, too.
Were you?
I was. Yeah. Plus 200 for the most underrated dude ever versus a guy who,
I kind of wanted to with all the Twitter talk I was saying. Just wanted to do it out of principle.
Yeah. Bro hugs?
Yeah, a lot of hugs everywhere. A lot of
bro hugs? Yeah. I hear you. All right, Sean, did you pick already?
No, not yet. I got Dillashaw beating Garbrandt, and then Dillashaw edging against Cruz.
All right. Next.
Yeah, I like TJ, man. I think he gets that title back. And then I really agree with Brad. I think it's gonna be those 3 guys. TJ beats Garbrandt, and then Cruz comes back, fights somebody, gets another shot. So yeah, TJ gets them both this year.
I went back and forth on this. I actually had TJ written down my paper, but I've been going back and forth. I do think TJ is going to beat Cody Garbrandt, and then I think Cruz is going to beat. I think it's got to be Mitsugaki.
That's how you get title shots.
Yeah, I think it'd be almost as good as the rematch from Bader and Nogueira too. So I think we do that rematch, and then I think Dominic Cruz beats TJ Dillashaw. So I'll go the same pick as last year, a little different route, but I do have Dominic Cruz coming back, regaining his title versus TJ Dillashaw. Now I do think if Garbrandt fought Cruz, I do think Garbrandt would beat Cruz. So I think it also depends on timeline. We could see them go a merry-go-round for the next couple of years. We don't know. I mean, I think Cody was so impressive, and I think he blew all of us away. We've been laughing at Cody for a while, and man, solid. All right, let's now move on to 145. Last year, Jay took Frankie Edgar. Me, Sean, and Brad took Jose Aldo. And New Sean, or Dead Sean, actually, took Frankie Edgar. So we had 3 maybes and 2 no's. Is that right? Just wait till we get to 170. There's some awesome ones in here.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Really good. All right, so 145, Jay.
Yeah, I think the Holloway Aldo fight's really compelling. I think the fight means a heck of a lot more to Max Holloway as Aldo continues to want the Conor McGregor fight, and Holloway is not McGregor. I think Max's size is actually going to be a real issue for Aldo, who's not used to fighting fighters that tall and that long. So I think Holloway is going to upset Jose Aldo, if that's actually an upset. I guess maybe a little bit. And he'll be the champion at the end of 2017, the Hawaiian.
All right. Brad?
Jose Aldo isn't losing to any ice head.
So there's only one fight? Well, it's Jose Aldo, so possible.
Yeah.
Come on. That's it.
They haven't announced that fight yet either, by the way.
I know.
Because Holloway's hurt.
The ice head's ducking him.
Because somebody's the one that's ducking besides Aldo this time.
Well, we'll see. Sean?
Yeah, Aldo's going to fight once. He's going to beat Holloway, and that's going to be his year.
Hey, Brad, I'm wearing a USA Wrestling shirt right now.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So
You think anybody from USA Wrestling could take down Jose Aldo?
Nope.
Yes.
Who?
Nope. None of them.
Like the like
Kyle Snyder couldn't take down Jose Aldo.
Oh, shit.
David Taylor could.
Kyle Snyder couldn't even take down Jose Aldo.
Lance, are you telling us some American wrestler is going to be the champion in this weight class?
We're not there yet.
Oh.
Who did you pick, Nishan?
Aldo, come on.
All right, Wes?
Yeah, so this is all pretty much based on the fact that Conor is never coming back to featherweight, I guess.
Well, that's why none of us picked him in last year.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to go Aldo, man. I like Max a lot, and I think he's the second best guy in that division, probably by a lot now. But, man, Aldo's still Aldo. I think he's going to be the champ at this time next year.
So I'm going to go a little bit different here, actually.
Ooh.
I don't think Aldo fights at 145 this year. I think right now everyone wants Conor with all these fights and Habib and all this. I think Conor's going to want a different fight. So I think actually Jose Aldo's going to go up to 155 and he's going to be Conor McGregor's next fight. Because Aldo
So he's going to be lightweight champion at the end of 2017?
Oh,
No, I think he's going to last 14 seconds this time. 14 seconds. So, therefore, Max Holloway has to fight somebody else, and I think the answer there is Frankie Edgar.
Oh, I knew you were there.
Frankie Edgar is going to teach the old boy a little lesson about wrestling. He's going to beat the piss and shit out of him. Holloway's going to retire, take some of that horrible clothing away, and then Frankie Edgar is going to beat up like a Cub Swanson or maybe a Ricardo or something like that. So Frankie is going to be. I don't know if BJ's healthy. I think I'd pick BJ over Frankie. Really.
I thought you were going to say Frankie beats Cody Garbrandt and wins the bantamweight championship.
You didn't really finish. So anyway, Charles Oliveira subs Frankie Edgar. End of 2017. So yeah, I do think Frankie. You know, people are sleeping. Like you said, Max is clearly the second best fighter in the division. Not so fast, my friend. We haven't seen him face a guy like old Frankie Edgar. I can't sleep on that guy.
Frankie's still good. Frankie's still really good. Aldo's just his kryptonite, so yeah, you're kind of right there, man.
Well, that's what I think. If Aldo was staying at 145, I don't think I would pick this. But I do think, even if Aldo does fight Holloway in the next couple months or whatever, I think, especially if he comes out and beats Holloway, I think that makes it even easier to set up a fight with him and Conor at 155.
Yeah, his next fight would probably definitely be up there. Yeah.
And honestly, I think of all the fights possible, Conor versus Aldo probably does the most buys. Habib brings an extra like 3 buys. Ferguson probably an extra like 1 or 2 buys. Still nobody knows who Tyron Woodley is. I think Aldo honestly makes the most sense. It's the easiest fight for Conor out of, I think, between Habib and those fights. And it's the biggest draw, so why not? Let's do it. And if Aldo is a champ, he can be a 2-weight champion.
A 2-weight champion that's actually defended his belt.
Alright, first of all, Aldo hasn't defended a belt since like 1998. Alright, let's move on to next year, where we had some right answers at 155. Jay had Conor McGregor, Brad had Rafael Dos Anjos, New Sean had Tony Ferguson, and me and Dead Sean had Conor McGregor. So, really not too bad overall besides Dos Anjos. Brad sucked at this.
We predicted the weight, the weight. That's pretty good.
I think half the guys that Brad picked as champion didn't even like get to a number 1 contender fight. What are you talking about?
Dos Anjos was champion.
John Jones at heavyweight. All right, Jay.
That was a great one.
Lance, do I really need to give a breakdown of this one?
He's not going to fight for the belt.
You will. He has to.
When?
He has to. I don't know. Anytime. I'm doing it anyway. Habib will be champion at some point in 2017, and then he won't lose it until he retires.
Which is in like 5 minutes because he had so many knee surgeries.
His knee.
Like, yeah, he's done. All right, Brad.
You know what? Getting to the lightweight division makes me think that we should have done 2 picks as champion. We should have picked who the champion's going to be at the end of the year, and who the interim champion is going to be at the end of the year as well.
That's fair.
Because Conor McGregor is never going to defend any of his titles ever. So he's still going to be the lightweight champion at the end of 2017. I'm not sure who's going to be the interim lightweight champion.
Also, Conor is very, very active. I know he has this thing right now, but he's been a very active fighter.
Not defending championships, though.
Yeah.
Who cares? He's out making money.
That's not the point of what we're doing here, though.
Of course it is.
Not of this discussion.
Conor is very smart and very opportunistic.
Brad, did you pick Conor, you said then?
Yeah.
Who's your interim champion, Brad?
Rafael Dos Anjos.
Let's go Tony.
Ew.
Tony's going to be interim.
You, Sean?
It's fanboy time. It's Nate Diaz.
Oh, come on.
That's who Conor's going to fight.
No.
Yes, it is.
Nate Diaz. Conor is probably the only person that's capable of holding the lightweight title that Nate Diaz can beat.
I know.
Literally.
He's going to. He's going to beat him. And then Diaz is just going to be like, I'm not going to fight anybody else. Why would I'll just sit here?
God, that's fucking idiot. Wes?
Yeah, I think this is the year Khabib actually is healthy and talks himself into a title shot, whether it be interim or otherwise. And I think Khabib's gonna hold a belt this year, and he's gonna be the lightweight champion.
Smart man.
I'm gonna go Conor. I don't know how it actually happens. The thing with Nate is he can't beat anybody else. So the only way Nate gets the title shot is if he just doesn't fight anymore and then comes back when Conor does. But what if he doesn't get the shot? Like, what if it is like Aldo or Habib or something like that? Like Nate sits out 15 months just because he can't beat anybody in the top 10. Which I don't think he'd beat Conor again. But man, I don't know. But I think Conor wins, and I still think he defends twice next year. So yeah, Aldo and Nate Diaz.
Yeah.
He'll never fight a top contender in his own weight class. And then he's gonna move to 170.
Could be a bad matchup for him.
So 170 last year, Jay had the best one with Johnny Hendricks.
I disagree. Yeah, I disagree. I think I have the best one.
Actually, yeah, Brad had Demi Amaya. Duchamp
that was pretty awesome, alright?
Yeah, that's pretty bad too.
Newshawn had Rory McDonald.
Not even in the promotion.
That's
and then I don't remember how I I don't remember how I got to this conclusion, but I actually picked Tyron Woodley last year. I think I was fucking around. But I had Tyron Woodley, and then Dead Sean had Carlos Condit.
I think who's
retired.
I think you were saying Carlos Condit was going to beat Robbie Lawler, which he kind of did but didn't, and then Tyron Woodley would beat Carlos Condit.
So I kind of was good.
Yeah, kind of worked.
I mean, I picked Woodley. I think that would, if I had some odds on that one, I probably would have got pretty long.
Decent pick.
All right, Jay, who you got this year?
I'm going to say that they end up doing the Tyron Woodley, Stephen Thompson rematch at some point. It happens. And I think Tyron Woodley's got a big advantage in that fight when it happens again. I think he's going to win. I don't know if he's going to defend it beyond that because he might do some weird bullshit fight that they keep trying to. Woodley's so great at just talking that he doesn't have to fight and he just holds the belt.
Yeah, but the thing with Woodley, the only person that's talking about him going to other weight classes and all these super fights is Woodley.
No,
he's
Bisping.
Bisping.
Like,
another guy was trying to milk it.
No, but nobody who makes decisions or can draw. Like Woodley versus Bisping does like 200,000 buys.
Nobody's interested in that fight.
Exactly. No one's interested in Woodley doing super fights. Everyone wants Woodley. How can you have a fight like that? Like a pretty good fight, a fight that goes to a draw, and then you call out the 185 champ. He hasn't even defended his belt yet.
Yeah, it's so annoying.
It's amazing that anybody could ever call out a champion in a different weight class without defending their belt.
Little different, right? Yeah, but
I wonder how that could ever work.
Yeah, but here's the thing with Conor. Like, he already beat the two toughest guys in the weight class at featherweight, though. Woodley hasn't beaten.
He fought Frankie Edgar?
Yeah, I didn't know he fought Frankie.
I was not considering him. He beat. I mean, at the time though, Chad Mendes and Jose Aldo. They were the two easily the number 1, number 2 guys.
Were they? Edgar murked them.
No, I'm talking about when it all happened. He had already beat. He beat at the time when McGregor won. It was Mendes. It was Aldo 1 and Mendes 2, and Conor beat him. Conor knocked them both out. Woodley hasn't done anything.
He's done nothing.
Like
he couldn't even defend his
title. He sat and waited for a title shot after beating fat Kelvin Gastelum, and then
he barely won that
barely. Then beats Robbie Lawler, and now he's just chilling. And then it goes to a draw.
Don't forget when he beat Condit by knee injury.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, Brad.
It worked so well last year. I'm sticking with it. You know, the division is finally going to stop ducking him this year. Demian Maia is going to get his shot, and he is going to wrap those arms around Tyron Woodley's neck or Wonder Bread's pasty-ass neck, and he is going to get that belt. He's like 47 years old, doesn't matter, can't nobody grapple with this man. Demian Maia.
You know, I'm really attaching to the wrong horse here. Brad has shown to be not a good picker at this, and I seem to like the guys that he's picking. I'm taking Maia, unfortunately.
Wes?
Jesus. Yeah, man, I'm going with Damian Maia too, dude.
What is wrong with you guys? He can't even get a shot.
I just think they're just running out of guys to keep running these over and over, and I don't even know if the Thompson-Woodley rematch gets made. The way Dana talks, he didn't even like the fight, doesn't think it needs a rematch, so I just think Maia's gonna finally get his title shot that he, almost like Mark Hunt getting these fights from Twitter talking so much, shit out there about it.
Maia's gonna get this title fight that I've campaigned for him for.
I think he's gonna get it.
So here's the thing: if Maia got the title shot and it is against Tyron Woodley, that's like the worst matchup ever for Demian Maia. It's a guy he can't take down.
That's what you think,
Lance. You don't understand Demian Maia's grappling.
You don't have to take him down; you can just take his back.
What? He's gonna fly? Like Woodley might just jump up and throw him out of the cage.
That's all it takes.
Like I honestly, if it was like Maia versus Condit, like obviously that happened, but like a guy he could take down, like against Wonder Boy.
It was Maia versus Condit, and everybody was picking Condit, and I was just like, you guys are fucking crazy.
But even people that pick Condit, like I picked Condit in that fight, but I said like I wouldn't be surprised if Maia got him down and submitted him. Condit has to survive 5 minutes, and obviously he didn't. But if it was like Wonder Boy, I think Maia could beat Wonder Boy, or if it was Cowboy, I think he could beat Cowboy and guys like that. But Tyron Woodley is impossible to take down.
He's never been taken down.
Woodley's done some dumb shit in fight though.
And I think Woodley went on one punch, the old man would just crumble into ash in the middle of the cage.
I don't see how he survives that mega bomb if he gets
It's going to be funny to watch Woodley back up against the cage like he always does, whiff on a punch, end up on his back, and then tapping about 30 seconds
He's never
later.
been taken down.
Never.
Doesn't matter.
Whiff
Doesn't
on the
matter.
punch, Lance. Whiff on the punch.
If he even punches Maya in the arm, he would knock him out. So, with that said, I think
I can't believe you other guys are picking Maya.
Brad did it as a joke. So I think
Are you going with Woodley?
I think Woodley defends versus Stephen Thompson.
Nobody.
I think Woodley then fights Demian Maia and knocks him out inside of 2 minutes, and then he'll fight maybe a rematch with, I don't know, maybe Cowboy again. I don't know.
You think he's fighting three times this year?
I do, yeah. I think he
I don't
needs
see
to.
it. I don't see it.
I think he'll fight in like March, and then I think he'll fight in like July, and then end of the year. Because I mean, there's no title fights announced right now, so Woodley's definitely going to be fighting. I would say probably in March.
For a guy who wants money as much as Tyron Woodley does, he sure finds a way to keep delaying fighting.
Yeah, his name
got
is Jose Aldo.
He's got that
It's
FS1
unbelievable.
check rolling in, Jay.
He's got a full-time job.
Well, I mean, look at Jose Aldo. Jose Aldo complained about money more than anyone in UFC history, and he fought once every 15 months.
Yeah, I know, it's ridiculous.
Why is it snowing out? What the fuck?
How's it taste, motherfucker?
This is bullshit.
Hey, what do we have to
See, Lance, you question Demian Maia, and he makes it snow.
Made it snow. All right, 185. Jay had Luke
yeah.
Rockhold. We did pretty good here. Jay did Luke Rockhold. Me, New Sean, Brad did Chris Weidman, and then Dead Sean did Luke Rockhold. So we nailed it. All right, Jay, who you got?
I'm going to say Yoel Romero beats Michael Bisping at some point. That fight's going to happen. Bisping can't delay this. Can't delay his death long enough. But then Jacare is going to face Yoel Romero, and that's where it gets interesting. Because I think Jacare could outlast Romero and his crazy athleticism. And I think Jacare beats Romero late, subs Romero, and becomes the champion. So Jacare is my champion.
Wow, I thought you'd go YOLO.
Yeah.
Brad?
Oh, it's 100% YOLO. Bisping's gonna fuck around.
God damn it, Brad.
Delay his title shot as long as possible. But
Fights in November.
sometime in 2017, YOLO is gonna get that shot, and Bisping is just gonna be ended. I'm amazed, even in Jay's scenario, I'm amazed that Jacare survived the third round against YOLO once. If they fight, that's not happening again.
Jacare won that fight.
No, you don't get out of the third round against YOLO.
That's
He did.
true.
He was some sort of magic.
He won the fight.
No, he
He used
He
some
did
sort of
survive that YOLO haymaker from hell, though, in that first round, which was pretty stunning.
It wasn't third round.
That was the
YOLO
third round
haymaker.
YOLO. Yeah, that's
All right.
a good point.
New Sean?
It's gay Jesus all day. He's gonna just absolutely. He's gonna end Michael Bisping, and we're all gonna celebrate.
But then
Yes,
what?
Well,
And then it doesn't
Yes,
matter.
for
He'll
gay
beat
Jesus.
anybody.
Anybody.
And
All right.
Third
it doesn't
round.
matter.
Wes?
Yeah, YOLO is gonna knock Bisping's crooked eye straight again. That's for sure. But YOLO is probably like 45 in Cuban years. So
I think 18 in Cuban years.
I think towards the end of the year, the guy that's going to get the shot at him is Gegard, and I think Gegard is going to outlast him.
Wait, Gegard's going to move past Jacare? Wow.
Gegard
They
versus
basically are-
Gay Jesus.
Musasi's finally going to get that title that he's been working towards for a long
He won't
time.
even get a title shot. He has to get through Weidman.
It's going to happen.
He's fighting Weidman next.
Weidman's like put together by straws and bubble gum at this point. Like
Even so, if I don't think Musasi has a chance of even getting a shot unless it's like super late in the end of the year, just because
absolutely.
Jacare's so YOLO's going to get
Or Rockhold.
Bisping, and then whoever Jacare's probably going to fight, maybe Robert Whitaker or
Or
whoever.
Rockhold.
Yeah, maybe Rockhold. I think if Jacare wins that, I think Rockhold would probably beat Yolo too. So I think whoever wins that's going to get the title shot.
Did you guys see the tweet that was put out just a little bit earlier? Jacare's management put out a tweet saying he needs a fight. I don't know how real that looked, but for Brooklyn, the Brooklyn card.
It was a Craigslist ad.
Yeah, a Craigslist ad. That's what it was. Yeah, so I don't know how real that is.
That's awesome.
Rockhold wants none of that. None. So yeah. I think Bisping fights Yolo first, gets knocked out. And then I think it's going to be Jacare. I think Jacare is going to beat Yoel. And then I do think it's possible Musasi or maybe someone else gets if they do fight 3 times next year, which depends on timeline. Because it seems like Jacare wants to fight a lot more. And I think Jacare.
Musasi and Jacare.
Well, you see the thing today, in that article, they offered Jacare Musasi and Jacare turned it down. Yeah, well Jacare was like, I just finished him without even breaking a sweat. I'm good.
Yeah, that's not the fight
like
to
how
make.
many years ago?
1. 1 year. I think it was like 1 year.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't that long ago. It was like maybe 2.
No, it was, Wes and I saw that fight. It was 2015, I think. Or 14.
Yeah,
was it 14?
Not that long ago.
Yeah,
that was a long ago.
It was
Jacare and Musasi?
It was September 2014, so a little over 2 years ago.
Yeah, 14.
I think Musasi's a different guy now, though. Yeah. I really do. I think he's a different guy mentally.
But you have to look at how he wins, though. He wins most of his fights for the most part, getting guys down and being on top. Like, good fucking luck.
He could jab away at
yeah.
Jacare. I think he could jab.
Or Jacare could take him down and submit him. One of the two.
Which he's done a lot. Yeah, exactly.
You guys are all forgetting that if you lose to Uriah Hall, you never get a title shot ever.
Yeah.
That's true. That's very true.
That is true. All right, let's move on now to 205. As last year, we all picked Johnny Bones Jones, who
so we all got it right. Yeah, we got it all right.
We all got it right, Lance.
No, it's Daniel Cormier is your defending undisputed champion.
Oh, did you beat John Jones?
Never lost though.
So we got it wrong.
John Jones never lost his belt, Lance.
All right, so who you got this year?
I'm gonna go with John Jones again.
Yeah, Brad.
Yeah, John Jones for sure.
Sean,
you're gonna go with Rumble. We know.
John.
Fuck, I kind of want to go Rumble. I'll go with John Jones. Fuck.
Wes?
Yeah, John Jones.
Anthony Rumble Johnson. Rumble was going to knock out Daniel Cormier, and then he's going to knock out Johnny Bones Jones in under a minute.
Oh.
Yep.
That would be stunning. John's
going to be off over a year. He's going to be all whatever. He's going to be all jacked and not know what he's doing, and he's going to catch one punch. And he's going to go sleep.
When you say jacked, do you mean like on steroids or on the
steroids?
Or cocaine?
Steroids. Yeah, and cocaine. Cocaine. I'll say both. Yeah. All right. Heavyweight. Last year, Jay had Alistair Overeem. Brad had John Jones.
Yes, baby.
Sean had Fabricio Verdum.
Hey, none of you guys got it right.
I had Cain Velasquez. And Sean had Fabricio Verdum. So I consider all that pretty good. Pretty good. All right, Jay.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the more interesting weight classes to figure out because Cain's definitely a threat to Stipe if Cain's healthy, but we know that's not happening, so that makes it tough. Verdum, I don't see him facing Stipe again. JDS, that's interesting. I mean, if he beats Struve, he gets a shot at Stipe. He already beat Stipe. That's an interesting fight. Junior Dos Santos.
No.
I'm going to go with Junior Dos Santos, actually. I think he could be the champion in this weight class again. I think he could beat Stipe. I think that's a really close fight. And I'm going to go there. I think it's either Stipe, Junior Dos Santos. I don't think Ngannou gets a title shot in this year.
But if he did, would you pick him?
Who? Francis Ngannou?
Ngannou versus Stipe.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
I think I would.
But it's not. I don't think it happens this year. I think that's if we have this discussion this time next year, I might go with Ngannou.
Yeah, and also one other thing for my 205 pick: if the Bear Jew gets into the title fight, I think we know what would happen.
Lance's your favorite fighter.
Just saying. All right, Brad.
Yeah, Jay, you're stealing my thunder a little bit here, which means prepare to get it wrong because I'm going with Junior Dos Santos. I think that he beat Struve, fairly easily. He did that once already, so I think he does it again. I'm not sure if he gets Stipe right away, just because who knows what the hell the schedule is going to be for the heavyweight title this year. So maybe he gets a rematch with either Overeem or Hunt. I think he beats either one of them, and then he beats Stipe late in the year.
Wes? Or Nushan?
Man, heavyweight's so fucking garbage, man. I guess I'll just...
John Jones.
Is it though?
John Jones.
It's not as bad as you think. It's better than light heavyweight.
Jared Rochelle.
They're both terrible. I'll take Stipe.
All right.
Steve Mako.
Man, yeah, my head says Stipe, but if Ngannou gets the shot, he can knock out any one of them guys, man. That dude is just, he's something else, man. So I'm going to go out on a little bit of a limb and say Ngannou gets a shot and knocks one of them out.
There you go.
I'll go Stipe. I just think that I could see someone like Ngannou getting to that spot eventually, maybe next year, and possibly winning that. But I think at this point he's not going to get a shot, and I just don't see it happening. And I think it's going to be, I think Stipe is going to be beat some of the usual characters. I think you beat Verdum again. I think you beat JDS. So I'm going to stick with Stipe as champ. All right, so now we're doing our breakout fighter. So Jay, I'll start with you. Are we doing the women?
What weight class are we doing?
Do you want to do the women?
I mean, I have a woman, but not for
I have
featherweight.
one pick for the 3 women's divisions.
Yeah, me too.
I got a pick. I got
none. I'm changing. I got none. All right, Jay, just do 115 first, real quick, I guess.
Yeah, I'll go with Alexa Grasso. I think she'll make a nice move in this weight class this year.
That's what I was going to pick, but I didn't want to do it, so I just deleted it and picked nobody.
Okay, well, you got it anyway.
Yeah, all right, Brad.
Write these down.
Instead of Alexa Grasso, I went with Tatiana Suarez, who I've never seen fight, but I hear she's good.
She's not bad.
Hard-hitting analysis.
Yep.
Sean?
I'll take Grasso because she's hot.
Yeah, that was my literal only reasoning. Wes?
Well, I have watched her fight, and she's got some serious wrestling, and Suarez is going to be a threat in that division.
I know, man. I got my finger on the pulse. I told you.
Suarez the God.
Suarez, my fucking girl.
All right, 135. Jay?
I don't know.
I didn't pick. I couldn't.
I had
This division is such a wasteland. There's nothing.
Like,
yeah.
No,
I had
don't bother.
Shevchenko written down. I'm like, and then I realized that she was ranked number 1 in the weight class. Like,
she's in a main event or whatever. Like,
yeah. I mean, I think she'll be the champion, but I don't know. There's really not much here. I mean, like,
let's just skip this one.
Yeah, let's skip it. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Skipped.
Right.
Agnieszka Niedzwitz.
That's what I was thinking. It's going to be somebody from outside the UFC who finishes in the top 10 in the division at the end of the
season. That's not hard. Beth Correa's top 10.
Oh, man.
Ashley Evans Smith's 11.
Well, she's better than Beth.
Who cares?
Yeah.
All right, 125. Jay?
25?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there is no fighters in that weight class. Lance?
Men 125.
Oh, 125. You know, I'm going to go with the Mexican kid, Brandon Moreno. He's impressed me his last couple fights. I think he can. I think he's somehow ranked 11th in this weight class. I think that's a little high right now, but I think he'll do he'll make some noise. I think he has some talent.
Brad?
Yeah, for these picks, I went with all unranked people. So at flyweight, I'm going to go with the Brazilian kid Mateus Nicolau.
Is he suspended for steroids all year?
Oh, probably.
Not ranked?
Is that the guy who's suspended? Yeah, because he got suspended for a year.
He's the one who beat Moraga, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and then he got suspended.
I didn't realize that.
He'll be back.
He's out for all of 2017.
He can't be out that long.
This is the best pick ever.
You picked a guy for him to be out that long.
If it is the guy I'm thinking of, I'm pretty sure you picked a guy that won't fight.
We're really going to laugh at the picks next year, aren't we, on this thing?
Oh, God.
He had a potential USADA violation going up against Sasaki. Potential.
Okay.
This is kind of greasy. I'll take Ray Borg, even though he's like 10th.
It's anyone you think. If you think you can get up there, it's fine. Wes?
Well, I'm going to take a guy outside the top 10 and just got back in the UFC, but's been around a long time. And I think Tim Elliott has a breakout year, and he should be in the top 5, I would say, before it's over with.
I'm also going with Ray Borg. I think Ray Borg ends up being top 5 before it's said and done. I mean, if I look at, like, outside of the top, Demetrius, Benavidez, Cejudo, and Horiguchi, I think Borg could be up there and beat a guy like Formiga or Wilson Hayes or Ian McCall and things like that. So I think Ray Borg ends up top 5 at the end of the year.
Guys, I thought we were doing 125, not 135.
Oh, nice, Brad.
Yeah.
All right, 135. All right.
Yeah, 135. There's a guy who used to fight in RFA, won his UFC debut, fighting Yuri Alcantara in a few weeks. Luke Sanders. I think this guy is, really good. I think he'll move into the rankings. And may even finish. Yeah, he's good. I think he may even finish the year in the top 10.
He used to train at like just the local place here, and then he moved up to. Where did he move? He moved somewhere. Like, he doesn't live in Essex. He moved to, like, one of the big camps. Can't remember what it was. He's good. But he hasn't fought in, like, 8 years for no reason. So, yeah. Brad?
I did have Luke Sanders written down, but because Jay took him, I'll switch it. I'm just going to go with somebody who's outside of the UFC right now, Tom DeKesnoy. I think he's going to finally make his UFC debut, and he's pretty good.
Pretty good?
Pretty good.
All right. You, Sean.
I'm going to take Marlon Moraes.
I thought about that, but then he's going to keep fighting cans.
Yeah, that's always that's always a possibility.
He's a free agent, right?
Yep.
And he'll re-sign for World Series and make like $300,000 a fight to fight nobody?
Yep. Probably.
All right. Wes?
Yeah, I kind of like Jay's idea too. Since he already picked him, I know he's already ranked up there, but he's on the cusp of maybe getting a title shot. I think Jimmy Rivera is going to have a breakout year.
Oh, you can't pick a guy who's already top 5, can you?
Well, he's 6.
That's some bullshit.
He's 6. Well, I was going to go Sanders like Jay, but there's really nothing else I got written down. But,
Thomas Almeida.
But those two guys,
I'm going to go with the guy who's currently towards the back of the top 15. I'm going Pedro Munoz. I actually think he's improved a lot lately, and I think he's really dangerous for anyone there, and I think he gets a couple wins, and I think he ends up towards the top of the division towards the end of the year. So I actually think he makes a run. It was a guy I was high on like when he first got up and had a bad fight, but yeah, I think Pedro Munoz makes a run next year. All right, 145. Jay, I'm going to have the same guy as you. Go.
Yeah, you're absolutely going to have this guy. He's currently ranked, but he should probably be about ranked 5th in this weight class.
I don't know about that.
Serious title contender. Within the next 2 years, he'll move up quite a bit this year. Mirsad Bektic, undefeated stud.
Gotta stay healthy.
Yep, Brad.
Again, trying to go off the radar a little bit. I'm going with Renato Moicano.
That's not even a real person.
What's his nickname again, Brad?
That is his nickname, Moicano.
Moicano, yeah, the Mohawk. Yeah. Great, yes.
Weird.
Lance, you even like that guy.
Who is it?
He's Brazilian. He's tall and skinny.
Where have I seen him fight? Who's he fought?
He beat Tom Ninamaki and he beat Tehugov in the UFC so far.
Have I seen him?
I don't know. Probably not.
Probably have.
What's his name?
Renato Moicano.
I don't know what that means, but all right. Jay? Or New Sean? I'm trying to look up this dude. I've never heard of him.
Yeah. I guess it's an easy pick. It's going to be Bektic.
Wes?
Yeah, I'm going to go with a guy that speaks my language. He's not even in the top 15, but he's pretty fun to watch. I think he can crack that top 15, and that's at the redneck dude, Jason Knight.
Really?
His language. Okay.
I see. I thought you were going with like Kron Gracie or something.
I'm also going Bektic.
Kron Gracie?
Yeah. I think Bektic is for real. I think he's real good. So 155.
Now he finally listens to me. Oh, 155? I'm gonna kind of go along the same lines. Go back to Eastern Europe for my picks because that's usually a good thing to do. I'm going with my good old buddy Islam Mac and Cheese.
Nice you mean the guy that just got destroyed by Kevin Lee?
What do you mean? Mm-hmm. That was Magomed Mustafayev.
They're all the same guy.
Yeah, Mac and Cheese beat Chris Wade. Mac and Cheese.
Well, Mac and Cheese better get ready for Kevin Lee because Lee's gonna kill him.
Is that your pick, Brad?
No. Lance is gonna like my pick.
Brad?
It's the gift. Katie Holmes Titties. Gregor Gillespie.
I didn't even think about him. When is he fighting? I feel like he fought like a long time ago.
It wasn't that long ago. He fought on a Brazil card, right?
Yeah, he went down to Brazil for his UFC debut and grappled the shit out of some dude.
That was September.
Who did he fight? It was somebody halfway decent, wasn't
Franca.
Glaico Franca.
Yeah.
Gillespie has next level wrestling. I like that one. Good job, Brad.
Yeah.
Good job. All right. New Sean.
I'm going to go with Francisco Trinaldo.
Yes.
Really?
Grandpa Trinaldo.
No, I think Grandpa Trinaldo's kind of peaked of where he's at. I'll go with Mark Dyke.
Hey, don't you doubt Grandpa Trinaldo, alright?
I never doubt
him. Alright, Wes?
Yeah, Lando would be top 10 before the year's over.
There, that's a good
one. Whoa.
So this is a guy I didn't know wasn't top 10, and you guys all hate him. Kevin Lee.
Yeah,
I don't hate him.
That's my second guy I had written down.
He's not. Can you believe he's not ranked?
Well, he lost to Leonardo Santos.
Yeah, but since then he's won 3 straight, and he beat Jake Matthews and Mustafayev. Those are 2 pretty good wins.
Yeah. Matthews is not that good, Lance, and you should know that.
Well,
Matthews lost to Andrew Holbrook.
And Santos still hasn't lost in the UFC, has he?
That is the most baffling statistic in UFC history.
The funny thing, he's beaten he beat Kevin Lee and Martins. That
was all Pendred's.
That
Martins win was
awful.
Bad.
Still, it's a win.
It is. Yeah.
That's something.
All right, let's move on now to 170. Jay, we're probably on the same guy again.
Couple good ones here.
Yeah. Again, I'm going to go back to wrestling. I like the Florida-based fighter. I'm going to go with the Usman.
Same one again.
Usman is really good. He'll probably be top 6 or 7 in this weight class by the end of the year.
He's not ranked.
Should be higher.
He's not ranked, but Matt Brown and Ellenberger are in Safadine.
That's a fucking crime.
Yeah.
Give him somebody. Let me just walk over somebody. I don't care who it is.
Usman beats stylistically.
Can you imagine what Usman would do to Neil Magny?
Oh my god. he would definitely finish Neil Magny. Just Magny would quit and just roll out of the cage.
Yeah.
I love Usman, dude.
He's basically welterweight Khabib.
Good gas tank, amazing wrestling, heavy on top, good ground and pounds. And you know what? His last fight really impressed me. I thought his striking looked excellent last fight.
He stood up with Farley.
He doesn't need it.
I know, which is even better because if he ever does need it, he's improving it. I feel like his jump the last 2 fights in his striking is ridiculous. He easily outstruck Worley.
Yeah.
Super impressed by that guy.
2 rounds.
He could be the champion in this weight class at some point. It wouldn't be a surprise.
I mean, Woodley would decapitate him, but still, maybe eventually. Woodley. It's funny when I look at someone like Kamaru Usman and then I look at Tyron Woodley. Woodley seems like he's 4 or 5 weight classes bigger.
I don't know, man. I don't see it that way.
Woodley is so gigantic,
big, man. He's pretty big too.
Not like Woodley big.
Big.
Anyway, all right. Carry on, Brad.
I had 2 names written down. One of them was taken. The other one, still a wrestler, Colby Covington.
That's the other one.
That's the other one.
Jake Ellenberger.
Same style.
170 is going to be absolutely owned by wrestlers, grapplers by the end of 2017. Get Wonder Bread and his fucking prancy dancing out of here. Just grapplers all day at 170.
Can we start removing guys who don't fight anymore from the UFC rankings? Ally Quinta and Condit and like.
Ally Quinta shouldn't be ranked.
Like, do we need? Didn't he like a realtor now? Do we have a realtor ranked top 15?
What is he,
Not
Lou?
like Kevin Lee. All right, new Sean.
Yeah, I think it's between those two, and I'll take Covington.
Really?
Wes.
Yeah, I had Usman written down, and I had Covington written down. And since both of those taken, I'll go out there with one.
Jake Ellenberger.
Vicente Luque, the kid that trains down there with Usman and has had a couple really nice knockouts this past year. I think he might be pretty good.
He's impressed, man. I thought he was shit, and he's pretty
I
good.
think most people thought he was.
That winner,
he had a bad record coming into the tough season, man. I guess he got good training or something.
Yeah, he's like good.
Pulled by Michael Graves in his UFC debut.
Yeah, he did. But
then after that, he
he's
looked pretty good. Bilal Muhammad's a pretty tough dude, and he ran over him. I was pretty stunned how he
could make a big jump, I think, for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
So I have Kamaru Usman here as well, but Covington, I mean, that dude is special. So both those guys, those guys, great. All right, 185, Jake.
Yeah. To me, I see this division as basically about 5 dudes who are elite, and then there's some other dudes behind them. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna pick one of those dudes that's kind of behind them that I think moves into that elite group. Yeah, right. I'm actually gonna say Kelvin Gastelum. I think I've been impressed with Gastelum. I liked how he beat Tim Kennedy. I think he can absolutely see some of these good positions. You know what? You say that, but I mean, Romero isn't a giant by any standards. He's jacked.
Yes, he is.
Yeah,
he's an absolute giant.
For reach, man.
He's not tall, but he's built like a brick house. Gastelum's built like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
I get it. I like Gastelum. I think he's dangerous in this weight division. I really do. But we'll see. I mean, he's going to be put in a good situation because he's going to be Vitor, and then we'll see what happens.
Yep. Brad?
Yeah, this was the hardest division for me to come up with something because
how old is middleweight?
There are no good prospects at middleweight that aren't already ranked. Robert Whittaker, Kevin Gastelum.
God, no.
If you really want to have a stretch, go Krzysztof Jotko. Other than that, nobody. So, I'm gonna go with the ageless wonder,
Vitor,
Dan motherfucking Kelly. Power of two first names. It's making this man like Benjamin Button. He's getting younger as time goes on, and he's really gonna make a run. He's gonna get into the rankings at 185.
Did he retire? Did he retire yet?
Oh.
What are you talking about retire? He's like 17-1 in the UFC.
He's on like a 10-fight win streak and shit.
I tell you what, I'm not betting against him next fight.
Nope,
you finally learned?
How much money have you lost on Dan Kelly? Good grief.
A lot. So much. Except I think I played a couple unders to kind of save face.
I can't believe you guys, of all people, bet Chris Camozzi against Dan Kelly.
I know. That was like in hindsight. In hindsight, wow. All right,
oh man,
we'll make that mistake again.
There's literally no one in middleweight. This is a terrible weight class. Like what's going to happen in a couple years? You don't like
Elias Theodorou?
No.
I mean, some people are going to move weight classes. Some welterweights will go up to middleweight, like Gaston.
Johnny Hendricks.
There you go.
Is that who you're going?
Well, I don't know.
Up-and-comer.
That might be the worst pick of the year, honestly.
Breakthrough star,
Him and Gastelum are going to have a eating contest before they fight at middleweight.
They're just going to have a hot dog eating contest.
Yeah.
Man.
At the weigh-in.
All right, Wes?
Yeah, man, I thought there was 2 decent younger prospects.
Go Dwayne Bacon.
Whittaker beat Brunson, so I'm just Whittaker, I guess.
Whittaker? He's already 5th.
I mean, what else is there?
There's nothing in middleweight. It's crazy.
I just don't.
Elias Theodorou.
He's not TJ.
He sucks.
There you go.
They're going to quit drug testing Tim Boach. Tim Boach is going to go on like they're going to let Tim Boach go on the Drago fucking program, and he's going to fucking whoop everybody in a one-night tournament.
Who's gonna have? Okay, I'll give you this one. Who's gonna have more hair by the end of 2017? Tim Bosch,
Lance,
or Johnny Hendricks?
Hendricks because of the beard.
That's the only way.
I go no guard, so I mean I don't got much left.
Neither does Tim Bosch.
So I went with someone who's not even really good, but he wrestles. I'm gonna go Andrew Sanchez.
Oh god,
Oh,
yeah, that was like the one guy under 30 that I saw.
He's not bad. He can wrestle. He can, at that weight class he can win.
He gets knocked out by the king.
He got knocked out by the king.
Yeah.
That's who we should
outside of
pick
the
for
UFC.
Bellator. There you go.
Outside of the UFC though, Trevin Giles.
All right, let's move on. I'm done with this show. Let's go faster. 205.
This show is great.
205. Yeah.
I'm going with Misha Serkinov. I think he makes a move into the top 5-6 in this division. It's not a huge jump.
It's a bad pick.
There's going to be space. These old dudes are.
He's going to move up 2 spots in the rankings, Jay.
That's huge.
Over Shogun and
That's huge.
over Teixeira, who are like 87 years old.
All right.
Well, Bader is going to leak out of Bellator like an idiot.
No, he's not. I think UFC will match with Bader. They're not going to lose Bader. That weight class is too shallow.
Oh shit!
All right, Wes or Brad.
Jay, I really like you going out on a limb for Serkinov to wait for 2 guys to retire and move up in the team.
That's a big jump. That's risky.
There's one pick and one pick only in this division, Lance.
Yes, there is. That's who I got.
No.
It is 100% the Bear Jew.
The Bear Jew.
You guys know what's coming in 2017.
Oh my goodness.
You know he won't admit that he's Jewish.
Wait a second, he already is.
I listened
You
to
call
it.
yourself a Jew and not be a Jew.
I listened to the interview. It was like I saw some interview. It might have been with Ariel or someone. And they're like, "How'd you get the nickname?" Blah blah blah. And then someone asked him if he's Jewish. He was like, "I don't answer that question." He's the greatest thing that's ever happened to our religion. He needs to. He's the first badass Jewish person ever. Like we have him and Koufax. Like, those are the only 2 Jewish athletes. Him and Koufax.
And Sean Green.
And Ryan Braun, the hammer in Hebrew.
The Hebrew Hammer, baby. You respect the Hebrew Hammer.
Oh God! All right, Sean.
Light heavyweight's a dumpster fire as well. I'll go with Jared Cannonier just in case he beats Glover.
I don't hate it.
That's not a bad pick. You're basically just betting like a plus 300 for breakout fighter of the year.
There you go.
That's fair. That's really fair.
I think he can beat Glover's. Glover's trade out of his like a trash can in Connecticut, like taking like salt baths and like giant trash cans.
He's traded out of Vince McMahon's basement.
I love the one. Was it him? I think it was him where it like showed him training and he was like in the back alley next to like a dumpster and a trash can taking a bath.
Oh, you like him running sprints with a 14-year-old?
Did you see him in the giant trash can out in the fucking alley? Like he was taking like an ice bath. He was literally in the alley next to like a dumpster behind a restaurant.
We were talking about fighters before that train with nobody. Glover's fits in that profile.
Oh, I mentioned him, but but he does way worse when he trains out of the dumpsters.
That's true.
God, fucking that video of him sitting in the fucking trash can in an alley just killed me. It was like during like a UFC hype video. It was like Glover's ready for this fight. It was like shadow boxing and then like fighting a 14-year-old and then taking baths in trash cans.
Glover's nickname should be Oscar.
God,
Oscar the
fucking
Grouch.
Glover. All right.
Yes.
I had the same as Sean Cannonier. I think he's pretty decent. He was talking about going down to middleweight, but I think he'd be all right.
Stay at light heavyweight. Yeah.
I'll go with the horse lord though. Put down Latifi. Dude comes back next to the again.
Has he woke up yet from Bader's knee?
He's still dabbing from that knee.
And the whole stupid knockout of the year shit. No one's talking about Bader absolutely just removing Latifi's head from his body.
Yeah, it was a good.
That was one of the best knockouts of the year.
Yeah, it was.
They should do Latifi versus Pat Cummins next.
Bader gonna be in Bellator anyway, so Latifi won't have to worry about him anymore.
My boy is not moving. He's staying put. He wants that. I think he's doing this to try to get a title shot out of it.
They reported Bellator's not even said they're not even interested in Larkin, but they're
they're preparing a huge offer for Bader apparently.
Yep, they're gonna lay out the millions for him like Fedor.
Yep, I can't blame him, man. You see those abs?
Lance,
I'm going with
before you go. I looked up a list of Jews in sports.
Yeah, is he listed?
And he's not listed yet. He's going to be listed. But the list was 3 or 4 people for every sport, and then it got to the list of GMs and managers, and it was just 300 people.
Pages. NBA basketball coaches.
Is there a list of stand-up comics or team lawyers?
Screenplay writers?
Lawyers is 400,000 pages long. You're either a lawyer, you're a stand-up comic, or you're an accountant.
Oh, God.
Maybe the assistant to the traveling secretary of the Mets or the Yankees. I'm the assistant to the traveling secretary. All right, heavyweight division, and then we're wrapping this bad boy up. Jay?
Yeah, I think it's going to be somebody who comes from outside the UFC. I think Vitaly Menakov comes to the UFC from Bellator or wherever, and he'll be in the top 10 in that weight class. So I'll say Vitaly Menakov.
Is he still fighting? Is he fighting still?
He was fighting in M1.
Bellator's the worst thing ever.
Yeah, they somehow lost Menakov, and he was fighting in Russia somehow.
Menakov's last fight was against Peter Graham in Eurasia Fight Nights.
Ooh, fight! Oh, right, EFN. Sorry, not.
Yeah, the co-main event of Fedor versus Maldonado.
Oh, what a card that was.
God. It's funny. He's actually gotten better wins, I think, outside of Bellator than in Bellator. I mean, he beat Ryan Martinez, Chick Congo, and Ron Sparks. Over here, he beat Josh Copeland, Peter Graham. Oh God! All right, Sean or Brad.
What? Thank you. So for me, it comes down to basically one fight that's actually coming up in early February between Justin Ledet and Dmitry Sosnovsky, the Ukrainian monster making his UFC debut. Whoever wins that fight is going to be the heavyweight that makes a move. I'm going to go with the homeland, the motherland, and go with Sosnovsky.
Sean?
I guess I'll go with Curtis Blades. Titties.
He sucks.
Yeah, well,
Titties.
But he's got those titties, though.
Yeah, he does have nice titties. He does have nice titties. All right.
So how did you not go with Derek, or whatever, the guy, overtime? Beast in 25-8.
That's who I should have went for.
He has nice nipples, not nice titties.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Who you got?
I gotta go Ngannou. I mean, shit, he's 11th ranked.
Wes doesn't understand the concept here, does he?
I picked him to win the title. Yeah,
well, that's loud then.
He's not even top 10.
Champ. I picked him to be champ. I gotta give
Fair
him
enough.
a breakout
Fair
guy
enough.
over here. So
yeah, I actually picked Ngannou too. I don't think he gets to a title fight, but I think he can get to a number 1 contender fight by the end of the year, which is a big jump. I'll take it.
Yeah.
All right, so we did it.
No, bold prediction time.
Oh no, I'm done. This is too much.
This will take 5 minutes.
I don't have any. So
yes, you do. Stop.
No, I didn't read the agenda until we started.
You'll come up with something.
Not my problem.
No. All right, we got 5 minutes total for this. This is a long show. People don't want 2 hours of us.
Yeah, they do. On this kind of show, they do.
Nope, they don't. Jay?
I have my 3 predictions. First one, this will be the first time that there will be simultaneous Russian champions in the UFC with Shevchenko and Khabib.
Shevchenko's not even Russian.
I meant Eastern European as opposed to Russian, but you get the idea. It's okay.
That is racist, Jay.
Okay, 2, Joe Rogan will end his relationship with the UFC, and Brian Stan will be the lead commentator for the UFC.
Thank the Lord.
And 3, a fighter currently not signed to a UFC contract will fight for a UFC title fight in 2017. I'll leave it at that.
All right. Brad?
For me, number 1, UFC leaves Fox and partners with ESPN.
They can't for 2 more years, I thought.
No, it was a 7-year deal, and the first year was 2011.
Really?
We're in the last year.
I thought it ends in 2018.
I think it ends in
This is
December 2017.
this is the last year. So this is when they'll make the announcement. Right?
Momentum. Okay, maybe.
Yeah.
All right, keep going.
The second, first UFC pay-per-view exceeds 2 million pay-per-view buys.
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who's that?
That is bold.
Obviously, Connor.
Against who?
Who cares?
It really doesn't matter.
Okay.
He's so big now.
Yep. And number 3 is Bellator books a competitive and intriguing fight.
No,
That's pushing it.
I get the first.
way
I get the first two, but let's be real. All right,
Man.
you, Sean. I didn't do any, so
Yeah.
we're almost.
I think. Fuck, I don't know, man. I don't think anything. I think it's going to be a sad year. Is that bold? I think it's not going to be a good year for the UFC.
Somebody's going to die in the cage.
Ooh, that's bold. I don't want to put that out in the world, but it might happen. That's bold. I'll stick with that. That's just the one thing.
You're predicting death?
Wes?
Okay.
Yeah, my main thing is probably, I think with the new rules and all that stuff changing and coming in, I don't think it's going to make it better. I think these idiot fucking judges can barely score fights now correctly. And I think it's just going to make it a little bit worse, honestly.
So your bold prediction is judging in MMA sucks?
Well, just the new rules and stuff is going to make it worse than people think it's going to make it better. Yeah, and I'm with Sean too. I think, I don't know, just the way things are changing. We tweet how, people with the ground game and grappling and stuff just ain't kind of like scored like it used to be. It's all stand and bang bro and shit now. Just kind of getting worse. And then I think a lot of titles change hands this year. Could see it in almost every division, maybe besides DJ, a couple other people. And then, yeah, I think, I'm going to win Talent Master this year and Gamble Master. John, go fuck yourself.
Just going for the double.
So I didn't think of any for this, and I didn't read the agenda until we started recording. Of course, I will. Let's see. Lorenz Larkin is going to sign with Titan.
Jesus.
And he's gonna sign an 8-8.
And he's going to lose his first fight.
Or he goes
the
back.
World Series of Fighting, Lance, because it's now it's half owned by the AOL founder.
Or he
How
goes.
does that guy have any money?
Yeah, I know, right? Or Larkin goes back to the UFC and has a smaller contract than before, and then there's never a free agent in the history of the UFC again. Got him. Bold predictions. We're gonna have Jim Rome.
Oh,
He's gonna be awesome.
No.
that's pretty bold.
He's gonna be the best announcer ever. I think Ronda fights next year. That can be my third one. I think Ronda fights next year and he's knocked out in the first round by like Raquel Pennington.
Oh my god.
Ronda fights Rocky Pennington and gets submitted by a bulldog choke.
Bring in Jessamine Duke. Do a Friends Gone Bad and give her a win at least.
It'd be a super fight.
Wow.
It'd be a super fight, I think. Yeah. All right. Well, that'll do it. Fun show. These shows are always fun. Looking at how dumb we are and then how dumb we're going to be. Those are always fun. No fights this weekend, but there are fights next week. I will try to be on the show. Is that good?
That's all we
Sure.
can expect.
Wait, Brad, is there any good regional MMA this weekend? Is
Nope.
that LFA RFA show happen this week, or is that next week?
I believe that's next week.
The first
nothing
combined.
This is how dumb every other promotion is. Like World Series, like, hey, there's no fights this weekend. Yeah, but when's Connor fighting next? We can go up against that.
Yeah, good point.
Like, there's no
LFA
Bellator
1
this
is next weekend.
Why are we hemorrhaging money?
Bellator was like last weekend, and people didn't even know it was like going on.
I mean, I get that it's NFL wildcard weekend, but yeah.
I mean, I get why the UFC's not doing it, but like, the people aren't like, it's not Bellator or NFL. It's like Bellator or other MMA a lot of the time, and World Series or other MMA. Like, it's stupid. Like, Bellator had the event like a couple weeks ago, or whatever, and no one even knew it was happening.
Yeah. What about World Series of Fighting? Jeez.
No one counts them.
New Year's Eve? Come on, guys.
I didn't know there was a show until I saw people start tweeting results.
In the middle of the afternoon. Like,
How many seats did you sell, Jay?
Yeah. That's a tough sell, guys. Tough sell.
Oh, God. All right, so that'll do it for the show. Thank you guys for listening. Another year moving forward. I think we've been doing this for a fucking long time. So it's been fun. Thank you for listening. Enjoy the return of Baby J when we talk about that next week, because he's going to be my real breakout star is Baby J. So I saw him jump out of a pool recently. He's highly motivated, in shape. He's ready. He's hungry and ready for the title run.
Was he running with rocks underwater?
Yeah, and then he jumped with the rocks out of water, and he's like, "Ooh, I'm motivated.
Did he run
I'm
on
in shape." So that'll be interesting. He's gonna whip Rodriguez. Just whip him.
With the whip.
Like a dad beating his son for stealing something.
Yeah.
Yep, it's gonna happen. All right, so thank you for listening.
Ryzen.
Have a good 2017.